All right, so I've noticed that I have an even 14 amount of Beyblades, which means I can do a team battle of 7 on 7. This is going to be a pretty long one, so I'm probably going to use a quick format for the battles themselves when it comes to how these are being built. But here is what the effective challenge of this one is, or what the concept of this one is. So let's say Team A and Team Z is what I'm going to call them. They're all going to be completely random as far as things go. I mean, there is some slight, like the size of the Beyblades could have a factor, as you'll see. I'm just going to mix them around a ton and randomly throw down my hand and pick one up like that. And I'm going to do that 7 times, and then I'll move on to the discs, and I will add the frames to matching parts of it as they came in box, which in this case means Hjlweiqh is on a knockoff. And it has 1 instead of what it should have, and central, or not central, cross is on 000. And wizard is in here, but I'm going to say, obviously, if you have a team of 7, it will win. There's a certain point where you'll win no matter what. And I'm going to say that wizard will always be last, and only be there really as a, hey, this will one-shot everything kind of thing, unless it gets a terrible combo. I'll see if it gets like something like 000 cross and reboot, that guarantees it will win almost any match it's in. So I'm not going to really allow that, because it's not going to be a point majority, as I just decided now. It's going to be, if you ever watched Metal Masters, the second season of Beyblade Metal Fight. It's going to be the elimination style thing where they're battling until you lose, and if you lose, the next person in your team swaps up, and that's how it's going to go. So that's how this 7 match is going to go. And it's going to be via quick round rules for point scoring, so whoever wins is determined by whoever gets 2 points first. So either 2 survivor finishes or a burst finish. Or 2 knockouts in theory also, something like that. All right, with those rules and concepts set down for our first 2 minutes of what will probably be a really long episode, let me just pick the first 7 of Team A, and obviously the remainders will be Team B or Team Z. All right, I'm looking away. I'm just going to... All right, let her mix some, and I'm going to... God Valkyrie. Get them all back in the center. Spriggan Storm version. Okay, let's get those back in the center. Legend Spriggan. Okay, this is already an amazing team so far. I guess we could still have Longinus Requiem. Okay, stuff should still happen to make this a bit more balanced. You. Oh my god. Well, that's a big favorite Team A already. They already have 2 God layers and a fairly decent Storm dual layer. And now they have the best one in that list. Alright. Excalibur. Okay, that's decent for an attack type with the right parts. Now, random. Okay, that's the probably worst one they've gotten so far. So, this is our first 6. And now, who is going to be the last member of Team... Is that the right count? Yeah. And that is Classic Valtryek. So, that is our Team Z. Or Team A. Alright. Now, we're going to move on to the discs. And I'm just going to go for... Alright, so off camera you can see that off camera there is a line dividing in this box, and I'm separating them based off that. So, alright, so let's start with Team Z's lineup of parts. We've got Kirbyus. Honestly, not the worst they could have gotten out of the single layers, but they did end up with 3 single layers compared to 2 on the other team. So not quite favorable on them already, but they did get the best one of the single layers, which is Odax, from what we've learned several times over. But okay, so Kirbyus is our first part that's going to get a random disc. And I'm also going to be eliminating to make the odds of the discs a bit more fair. Standard 1 is not going to be there because we already have one glaive, and we're not going to have 2 spreads, or we're not going to have 2 centrals rather, to make that fair. So I'm not going to let any repeats be in there, and I want to make sure all right. There's a normal central there. Gravity, natural force, 9 infinity. So let's make sure that's 7, 4, 7. That's not 7. Is that 3? I think that I have more unique discs in my room, where the rest of my parts are, which are more mixed match. But all right, turns out I need all of them to make that an even count. Never mind. It's fair anyway, I guess. All right. It ends up with 8. Probably a good one for Kirbyus, so. All right, now, Requiem. What are you going to end up with? Also, I'm just going to rapid fire do them. Okay, Spriggan Requiem. Gravity, that's really good. Cool. Knuckle, that's decent for Longinus. Alright, Zutron, you're next up. You get 00 cross for Zutron, that's actually really good. It's fairly balanced and really heavy. Satan. 9 for Satan. 6 up and down, trust me. It's a 6. I was trying to make some joke about 6s and 9s and 3s and all that, but whatever, that didn't work out mathematically. Horasude, what are you getting? Glaive 1. Alright, that's a weird... That was part of my just weird combos collection video. Alright. Odex, what are you getting? Central, that's your stock part, so it's not terrible. Yes. And I still will go through, even though we have the remaining 7 here. I still will go through at random for the rest of it. Excalius, what are you getting? Force, your stock part. Storm Spriggan, what are you getting? You're getting 1. No glaive. Wizard, you're gonna destroy no matter what you get. So... Infinity, really doesn't matter. God Valkyrie, what are you guys? You got your OG stuff, which is Blades? Is that what it's called? I don't actually remember what it is called, but okay, Legend Spriggan. 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 That's what I called it. Central. I could kind of tell with the feel, but I was wrong. So we have spread and okay. All right, I'm just gonna throw them down. All right, the one that landed outside the stadium, I guess, is going to Spriggan Classic. Spriggan. Well, that's a fun little one there. And that leaves Valtryek with spread. Drivers, going to be doing the same method, same colorful pit. Alright, so we're going to alternate now, going back and forth so we have an even kind of thing going on. So Kirbyus will go up first again. It gets, once again, I'm allowing the illegal combinations for this one too. So it is getting Spiral, which basically guarantees it won't burst because it's a Keratomi part. It's really hard to put together when you mix the two. All right, that's our first completed Beyblade. Now, Excalibur, what you're getting on your team. A team. You're getting, let's get another illegal combination, Hasbro, and you're getting, what is this? I don't even know what this is called. Like, isn't it called like all or something like that? Requiem, what are you getting? You're getting Reboot. And now, Logic, Storm Priggan, what are you getting? You're getting Defense, or whatever. Okay, if I can put together. Logis, what are you getting? You're getting Fusion. Wizard, what are you? Dark Magician. Whatever this one's called. Really, a variable was the only thing that could have maybe nerfed this combination. And now random. Sorry, I just have to I heard something upstairs. Random part. This loop. You're going on Satan, fittingly. We just got to buff Satan. We just made. Oh, it's Zutron, actually. That's decent, I guess. We just made Zutron stronger, I guess. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I just said. I didn't say we made Satan stronger, but then I realized it wasn't Satan, so it doesn't matter. Extreme goes on God Valkyrie. Priest Satan. For real this time, yeah. Revolve. That's fair, I guess. That's decent. Legend Spriggan gets... Weight. Okay. That's pretty... I mean, it just makes it heavier, so that's pretty good. Porter Suit gets... Please tell me it gets variables on that. It gets Jolt Dash, which basically means this one. I don't even know if I can put this one together. So, okay, I barely did. Really, I completed putting them together. Hope. Okay, let's see what Spryzen with Spryzen Classic gets. It gets Impact, so it's gonna be a really weird combo, really. Odax, what do you get? You get Unite. And Valkyrie basically is the same, just with a different disc. So, alright. In true order of this being a random, though, I will throw all of Team A into the pit and pick up one random one. And this is how it's going to be started, and that's how each next member is going to be decided. It's Hjlweiqh. And now for Team Z. It's Zutron. Alright. Okay, so Hjlweiqh versus Zutron. So Zutron, double low cross with loop, and Hjlweiqh spread variable. So alright. Those are some good attacks, but they don't seem to be moving anything about Zutron, so this looks like it's going to be in Zutron's favor. Didn't really take any damage on Zutron's part. That's because it's basically an illegal combo. Valkyrie nearly died. Oh, can we knock it out? Well, it lost its rush pattern, so it's basically all down, up. Yep, there we go. That is a victory for Team Z. Oh, it did nearly die, though, even though it had a legal combo. That's cool. All right, who from Team A is going to follow it up? It basically has to be Wizard to win. All right. I would say, like, what else could maybe... Okay, it would have to be Excalibur or Wizard to win. It is Spryzen Classic with Impact. With 6 and whatever the A is. Okay. Team Z. Continuing on. Ooh, that's a good attack power. Well, that is another victory for Team Z, cleaning it up with a great representative going. Because Spryzen is so small of a layer, it was really just a battle of A6 hitting across 000. All right, who is our third member? This is really kind of skewed in favor of one team right now. It is going to be illegal Excalibur with Force and whatever the hell Requiem's thing is called again. I'm going to switch to attack mode like a sane person. Because that's honestly the only way Excalibur's going to be winning this one. It is not, as a layer, does not have the stamina to pull that off any other way. But this one's a bit more fair because they're both weird illegal combos, but one has more stamina than the other by a long shot, and it's way heavier, so it's going to be... Alright, come on. We can just... Come on. We can not do it. You have a bit of stamina even though you're a flat tip. Alright, that first one goes to Zutron. Took a little bit of damage, but not much. Alright, let's switch up to with Ball. Let's just see if that will do enough. Alright, it's a little bit of a mislaunch, but it was in there for such a brief time that I'm going to allow it. And it's not like Excalibur really has a chance against Zutron, even in this combo. I really should have stuck to the attack mode to try and give it a chance. But I don't think it would have enough weight to knock it out in the first place. So even though I was thinking A-Team was just going to crush the Z-Team until I realized how good of a combo this ended up being because it's an illegal... It can't burst, and it has great laugh out of death, and it's got great stamina and defense. So this is... So that is... Now, Team A is down to 4 Beyblades out of its original 7. They basically need Wizard for any chance to win, and even then I don't really trust it. It ends up being Legend, who is currently in what spin direction? Left spin, so I'm... It has enough stuff for stamina to maybe outlast. Maybe? Alright, I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, actually I just realized to be a bit more fair, because Zutron's been dominating, I'm going to let it go first, actually. I also kind of... That wasn't really a mislaunch, but is it? Alright, that actually settles one proper victory, I would say. Which means... Alright, that was a complete mislaunch. Okay, that's fail. Get a wall, but that's fine, I guess. Alright, Zutron. Alright, come on. I'm really rooting for A-Team because they're down. Because this is like one of their few chances left. I think, if I'm really thinking realistically, God Valkyrie is their only real shot left because it's the only thing with enough gung-ho attack power. And loses in a battle with stamina, but did do a fair amount of damage, but also took a fair amount of damage. I'm going to see if switching to right spinning will give it enough attack power, maybe, is my theory, to knock it out. Because it seems like we're not going to ever win a battle of stamina against that combo, so maybe just knocking it out. If I... Alright. Okay. So that's all. We only need to do that once in this combo. Or we can lose. Because I'm saying A-Team is the one to root for right now. Oh, that's a brutal series of defeats. Alright. This is... Wizard is bigger than all the others, so maybe they'll help it. Yeah, Wizard. Like I said, it was big enough, so I think that... So, this is going to be a little cheap of a tactic that I'm going to use in Wizard's favor. I'm going to really spin stall this launch. I'm not going to hand spin because that's a little too cheap, but... Okay, excellent. I decided to hand spin it because this is the only way Wizard, like, A-Team really has a shot left, and I know it's cheap using Wizard spin stealing to this degree. But I know even Loop... it still has a chance to win. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was going to happen. I'm not going to count that as a real match because it was so won. Because I'm thinking that a real offensive tactic is Wizard's real last chance. Alright. I was thinking that maybe because it doesn't have enough life after death. It is just tall enough to not scrape, it seems. That light, the loopy dupes on Zutron. Yeah, it's not enough. All right, Zutron, you going first again? It's really. Alright, that is a mislaunch on that part. It just doesn't have enough weight to really deal attack too. Infinity is just too small for this. That was a bit of a chaotic launch, but it's fine because the loopy dupe saved it. God, I can't get the right, like, upper angle launch that allows it to rain attack heavy. So it is just a battle of spin stealing really with these two. And yep, basically the ace in the hole of the other team A-Team loses. And just really couldn't do enough. Alright, last two. Alright, accidentally threw God Valkyrie out, so I guess God Valkyrie's going. We have one person left waiting in the wings. So this might actually be what we've needed if we have enough attack power with this God Valkyrie combo. Alright, come on, you just need to get one good rush. Or you can waste all your stamina. Oh, that was so even on low stamina, I can get some big hits going. But I really need to nail that rush launch if I want it to win. Alright, Alright, I'm going to say it was knocked out a bit after already being in the stadium for a fair amount of time. So I'm going to say I'm going to give that to God Valkyrie. Because honestly, they need any win they can get. Because it still has a ton of other Beyblades I feel like that could really beat it. Okay, that... It did go out of the stadium for a bit there. And was definitely there. It just kind of flew out for a bit. So, just to be nice, I'm going to let VOD Valkyrie continue, even though it really would have been against its favor. So, let's pretend A-Team really, like, solidly won that and it wasn't a shaky win. Because it did kind of win by my rules. Let's see, so... Yeah, that's exciting. Alright, Longinus on the first. Oh, okay, I do not feel good about A-Team's chances again. Alright. Longinus, you go first. You can... Alright, you got a Valkyrie. You got it. Can't waste your stamina. You hit a wall. And that caused a tie. So, okay, maybe A-Team can recover. Oh, but then they have this. They have to deal with this, and also this. And also this. Like, none of them are quite as good as this Zutron combo, but it's still quite a mighty team lineup. I feel like A-Team won the Battle of Layers, but Z-Team won the battle of everything else. Alright, that is a solid victory for God Valkyrie. And let's go. And that's... Not only did I think A-Team go out of bounds for a bit there, it got bursted. So that's pretty... Only one Beyblade left, really? Alright. Ghost Present. Win it for A-Team. Ignore the fact that I think she just straight there for a bit. Ignore the fact that you're really fighting at a big disadvantage. Oh, hey, just a bit more stamina. Okay, maybe it can win at least. Maybe it won't be as humiliating of a defeat. Alright, that's a tie. I mean, who knows? This is a pretty unpredictable match. Alright, come on. Surprising. All you have to do is outlive your opponent. Oh, that was definitely a few rotations more, so I'm gonna... That is a win. Alright. Alright, who of you four... It is Satan. Luckily... Okay, I will say the one thing that might push this in favor of Spriggan against the tin is the lack of burst resistance really going on here. And that's not the heaviest. Alright, but it does have more stamina, so it is going first. Okay, never mind. That's defeat, no matter which way you look at it. It barely did. Like, it did 2 clicks, which is fair, but... yeah, especially since it had to beat that. It had all of that to beat. It couldn't. And even then, I kind of cheated with letting Zutron go that far. if I'm being honest, this is, if I'm going to quickly make what I think is probably my best combo in this and looks cool, is giving this loop gives it enough life after death, and this is basically most of that combo, just without the spin stealing aspect. So yeah, the Z Team won, hooray! That's the end of that video. That was a curb stomp. That was 30 minutes of Beyblade.